Hello everyone, welcome. So this is the first occurrence of the Next Game Frontier conference series, we hope. So let me give you a little bit of history about how this happened. Last October during the Paris Web Conference, David and another David Catu from Microsoft were demoing a game in the main room of Paris Web. And I had that idea that we have HTML5 conferences, we have web conferences, we have gaming conferences, but we had absolutely nothing about web-based gaming. And I told the two Davids that, well, we should do a web-based gaming conference, and they jumped on the idea. And 2 days later, they were calling me back saying, oh, we are going to do it, and by the way, it's going to be on the 13th of March at Microsoft. So that was wonderful. We did almost everything in 2 months' time. Organization, calling the speakers, finding the subsidies, deciding the name, registering the domain, everything. We hope it's going to be very interesting. We have interesting speeches from main actors of the domain. What else?
Well, let's tell you maybe why we decided to choose the name, Next Game Frontier. The idea, maybe you've seen that the gaming business is shifting slightly but surely from the console to the mobile space. So most of you maybe are playing now on their mobile and tablets. And with Daniel, we were seeking that maybe the next frontier for the game, that's why it's named the Next Game Frontier, could be the web as a platform. So we are not sure on how we're going to monetize that, to make business on the web with the game. But today it's really dedicated to the technical aspect. If you've got any fear or question of, is it possible to build a game in the browser? Is the browser powerful enough to host a game? Well, I'm almost sure that normally at the end of the day you should be convinced, or maybe definitely convinced that it's not possible. And it's why we've named it Next Game Frontier. And we have some final panel at the end of the day, so I'm going to share the agenda with you. So the opening keynote, if we can call that a keynote, is just right now. Just after that, I'm going to show you how to create a game with a WebGL engine we've built in France named Babylon.js. Then we've got Mozilla that should come to talk about SMGS and everything around WebGL and Firefox OS. They've got some very, very cool things to show you. We've got a free lunch during 1 hour and 15 minutes, so with free pizza and free drinks, so don't be stressed about that. And then we will have Michel from our Babylon.js team, who is a designer, that's going to show you how we've managed to take a very big scene that normally run on console or very high-end PC and downgrade it to the web and to the mobile space. It will explain you what he has done to do that. Then we've got some cool guys from Samsung that are going to talk about WebCL, which is really pretty new, and I'm thrilled to listen to this talk. And then we have FreeJS that will be presented by a French guy very famous in the FreeJS community with Jérôme Etienne. And finally, we have Jean-Marc Leroux, who is building a C++ engine. So you can ask us, why does he come to a web conference? Well, he's using SMGS and a bunch of tools to come from C++ to the web and to the various platforms, and he will share his engine with us. And finally, we'll have a cool roundtable with cool name, I hope so. So it will be moderated by a journalist and several questions to conclude the day with Mozilla, with Nicolas. I will represent the Microsoft. We'll have also someone from Ubisoft that we are working with on several projects, someone from the W3C, and finally, a Satish from Samsung. So it will be an interesting discussion, I guess. So don't forget, you've got another break in the afternoon, and now you should be very concentrated. So what about the Wi-Fi? If you want to tweet, we've got a hashtag, which is NGF2014. And if you want to have access to the Wi-Fi, so it's based on your, you have to be cool, it's based on your name. Maybe the girls at the desk explain you. So if your name starts between A and C, you've got to choose the first Wi-Fi network. and so on, okay? So because we are not able to dispatch it automatically, we need some more money to buy some really cool, so if you've got some money, it's a free conference, so feel free to give us some money. You want to add something, Daniel, maybe?
Just a few words. I mean, we're seeing in the gaming community exactly what happened about apps 2 years ago. So a lot of systems are moving from native apps to web-based apps. Firefox OS, Tizen, you can build apps for iOS or Android based on HTML5. And I think we are going to see exactly the same trend in the gaming industry, provided the fact that the industry can protect the assets. So that is not done yet. There are still a few questions to resolve, a few issues to resolve, but it's going to happen. I have a question for you. Is there anyone from the Haxi community in the room? People working with Haxi? Okay, thanks. So I think we're ready to get started. And
okay,
you stay on stage.
I'm staying on stage, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, David Rousset.
Thank you.